All right, we are back home, and today we are doing a little mock quarterfinals test. So here we go. Okay, quarterfinals is a little over a week and a half away. Not feeling exactly peak after having been gone and just some travel related things happening, but gonna get these bad workouts out of the way and get in some good training. Mayhem has a quarterfinal prep day today, so we're gonna do a little mock quarterfinals. Hopefully make it through 2 workouts, with one of the workouts ending in a lift. So, let's see what we got. All right, so we have our first event is gonna be a 10-minute AMRAP of wall balls and box jump overs that will flow immediately into 3 attempts for max load of 1 clean, 1 front squat, 1 hang clean, and 1 shoulder overhead. Then there's supposed to be a 3rd event. Hopefully we'll get to that. Preston is planning on coming over and we're gonna do this. I'm not sure if Charity's doing it with us or not, but before we get into that, I'm going to do some handstand work and maybe a little bit of bodybuilding stuff, so we'll see. All right, what do you want to talk and say? Here, look at the camera right here. There you go.
Mommy.
Mommy?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to say?
Yeah.
We are really fortunate that we have a really great community of people that come over and train with us on a regular basis. So we had a lot of people over working out with us tonight. That meant that I needed to get some of the rings down for the workout, which they were doing, which had a lot of ring dips in it. So I climbed up, took care of that, killed a couple of wasps in the process, probably a nest up there that I need to take care of, and then hung out for a few minutes while everyone did their bench press and dip workout, while Preston and I waited for a couple of barbells to open up because we needed those for the max lift. So at the start of this workout, I was not feeling great just from being gone in Mexico. The lungs are still a little bit tight at this point, and I still was shooting for going unbroken for as long as possible on the wall balls, and the goal was to make it through the set of 30. And again, this workout was starting with 10 wall balls, 10 box jump overs, 15 wall balls, 15 box jump overs, and on and on and on. The goal was to make it through the set of 30. Right off the bat, this workout caught me a little bit off guard on how pumped it made my legs feel. So you can see in the first couple of reps of each set of box jumps, I have to kind of do a high jump in order to get a feel for my legs to see if they're even working right.
Stop.
Then once I kind of got deeper into each rep of the box jump overs, my legs would open up a little bit, and I'd try to push, and then come back to the wall balls and just try to go straight to it, pick it up, and go again. You can see once I got later into the workout though, and especially into like the set of the 25, I started getting really winded. That's where that kind of tightness in my chest from being gone was showing up more. I thought it was a really fun workout though, and really great programming, just a good one to push and how bad you want to hurt on to keep going. So I think going into the last set of box jumps overs here, and then I make it back to the wall ball. Now it was a little bit crowded with the kids running around, you can see in them chasing the cat, and then at one point Reagan walked underneath of me while I was doing my wall balls, and I felt something in front of me. So then we go immediately afterwards, have 5 minutes to do 1 clean, 1 hang clean, to do 1 clean, 1 front squat, 1 hang clean, and 1 shoulder to overhead. I started with 185 just to be a little conservative and try to get 1 good lift in. And the second lift for me at 220 was really way too big of a jump, and I just didn't execute putting my head all the way through there on the jerk, which was disappointing. I knew that the weight wasn't too heavy though, so I went ahead and jumped on up to 230, put on a belt, and decided to just take a risk and go for it. At this point, I was already kind of a little mentally defeated because the hang clean felt so heavy that I didn't believe that I could make the jerk, which for me was pretty disappointing afterwards because that was mostly just an execution error.
Hey guys, I know I would have flipped right there. I have to dial in execution.
All right, next day we have more quarterfinals prep. We're going to do a little 2-2-2-3 interval work of GHD, crossovers, and max ring muscle ups. Here we go. So now on this ring muscle up workout, gonna have a chance to redeem myself a little bit on execution. Alright, so we just finished up the first workout with muscle ups. Again, it was kind of an execution error for me, unfortunately. I timed it out to beat Preston, or at least tie him on the last interval, and I jumped up and missed the rings completely. Air with my left hand. So anyways, now we're moving on to the next one, which is for time 30 power snatches and 50 calorie row. It's supposed to be sprinty. We'll see how sprinty it is. Here we go. This last workout that we went into, we were a little bit fried from the other workouts that we had done. And the goal was to open up with a big set of unbroken snatches, which I think I did 8 and Preston did 10, maybe something like that. And then went into singles with whatever I had to be able to maintain, and then onto the rower and pushing just as hard as we could to the finish. It was a pretty fun one. I think something pretty accurate that we could see show up in quarterfinals, so I'm glad that we did that one. There's solar eclipse happening, 254. I'm gonna try to PR my front squat at 308. Here we go. Oh, there it is. All right, it's so close to being all the way. At this point in programming, it's not really about pushing the weights and trying to get stronger. It's just trying to stay in touch with the heavy loads that I've already built and making sure that I don't get too far from those without doing them sometimes. So I'm excited for the next few days of programming where I can really dial in and practice the execution better and deliver on that.